Are you one of millions of Americans who dream of one day living or retiring in a tropical paradise, enjoying warm winters and an active lifestyle?
Are you tired of suffering through the cold and snow every year? Are you fed up with the rat race and are searching for a better, healthier way of life with less stress and more freedom? Or maybe you're simply a savvy investor looking for a great opportunity in a proven and appreciating market. If you answered yes to any of those questions, stay tuned, and I'll show you how you can truly turn those dreams into reality. Imagine trading the cold and stress of daily life with endless majestic sunsets, romantic walks on white sand beaches, and snorkeling the crystal blue waters of the Caribbean every day of the week. Well, stop imagining, as that's all very real part of daily life here in the incredible country of Belize.
Hi, my name is Frank Connolly, and during the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you all the beautiful things that this little country has to offer.
The goal of this program is to simply educate you on the amazing opportunities in Belize and to let you see what life is really like here. You're going to hear from real people just like you who have already made their dream of living in this paradise a reality. I'm also going to show you on-site footage of one of the real estate projects we represent in southern Belize called The Reserve.
In fact, we're filming on-site at the Reserve's private island right now.
You're going to meet some of the friendly staff members and owners who make the Reserve so special and a place like no other on earth. I'll be showing you the beauty of the property, the amazing amenities the community has to offer, as well as some of the beautiful yet incredibly affordable homes here. Our mission statement at Explore Belize is a simple one:
to make the dream of living, retiring, or investing in paradise an affordable, easy, and enjoyable reality. Stay tuned, because when we return, I'm going to show you all the beauty of Belize,
as well as what you will experience if you come down on one of our Explore Belize tours.
Hi, and welcome back to the program. Many people ask me, Frank, if you could sum up Belize in one word, what would it be?
While that's certainly not an easy question, as there are many words that describe this incredible place,
if I had to choose only one, it would probably be diversity. I truly believe that Belize is one of the most diverse places on Earth.
Everywhere I turn here, I'm wowed by the diversity of its natural beauty. The Belize Barrier Reef, for example, which is the second largest in the world behind the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, is beyond amazing. The waters surrounding the reef are crystal clear with the most incredible shades of blue I've ever seen. The reef is teeming with life, and the visibility in the water is well over 100 feet on most days. There are countless small islands called keys, with picture-perfect white sand beaches to explore. The reef truly is a sportsman's dream, as it's undeniably some of the best diving, snorkeling, and fishing anywhere on Earth. Every person who sees it is absolutely mesmerized by its beauty. The jungles of Belize are another amazing feature of this country, further adding to its incredible diversity and allure. I'm talking about true rainforests here, which aren't found many places on Earth. And just like the reef, they're teeming with terrestrial life. Gorgeous jungle rivers and cascading waterfalls flow through the jungles, winding their way through tropical landscape, eventually migrating across vast savannas and spilling into lagoons and the Caribbean Sea. Within that area, animals ranging from monkeys to tapir can be found roaming the jungle floors. High above, birds ranging from toucans and scarlet macaws, high in the canopy of the immense cahoon palms, mahogany, and yemery trees. If you're lucky enough, you might even catch a glimpse of the elusive jaguar, as Belize boasts the largest jaguar preserve in the entire world. The jungles of Belize offer amazing hikes, many to soaring natural waterfalls with crystal clear pools and perfect for swimming.
If diving and snorkeling is your thing, they simply can't be beat in Belize.
There are countless world-class dive sites just minutes off the mainland shores, and due to the relatively small number of divers that visit them, they remain incredibly pristine. Unfortunately, That can't be said for the sites in spots such as the Cayman Islands or Cozumel, which have been spoiled by oversaturation of divers.
If boating or sailing is your activity of choice, the warm, calm waters found inside the Belize Barrier Reef are a yachtsman's dream come true.
There are countless undeveloped offshore keys waiting to be explored with crystal blue waters and sugary white sand beaches. On most days, you'll likely be the only one on the entire island.
I can't think of a better day than spending it island hopping with nothing more than friends, family, and a cooler filled with your favorite drinks. If you prefer to keep your feet on the ground, there are countless land-based activities in Belize as well.
From incredible jungle hikes that reach pristine cascading waterfalls, to horseback riding through the savannah, to exploring the many Mayan ruins and caves that dot the countryside, there is literally an endless choice of activities.
I simply can't stress enough how many amazingly diverse, world-class activities Belize has to offer.
As an example, I'm pretty sure that there is nowhere else on Earth where you can swim in a jungle waterfall in the morning and dive at a world-class reef in the afternoon, but that is exactly what I did this week in Belize.
While everyone dreams about the possibility of living or retiring in paradise, they often ask whether it's realistic. I'm here to tell you that in Belize, the dream is an absolute reality. In fact, it's much easier than most people think. First, Belize is the only English-speaking country in Central America, which makes communication simple. All contracts are in English as well, so there's no need for time-consuming and confusing translations. That cannot be said about other Spanish-speaking countries. Second, Belize is located very close to the U.S.
And there are direct flights from many U.S. cities, including Chicago, New York, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Charlotte, Dallas, Houston, Denver, and Los Angeles. This makes getting to Belize and getting home extremely easy. The flight time from Dallas and Houston is under 2 hours, and from Miami and Fort Lauderdale is only an hour and a half. The third factor that makes the Belize dream a reality is the warm and welcoming locals. Unlike the locals at many other popular expat countries who aren't always very open to outsiders, Belizeans are always welcoming to all who visit or relocate here. The population of both locals and expats is very laid back and helpful, creating a very pleasant living experience. Yet, another very important factor that makes Belize such a great place is the low crime rate. Let's face it, every place on Earth has some level of crime, but Belize's is very low, and the country as a whole is extremely safe. Lastly, for those who look to retire in paradise, Belize has one of the top retirement programs in all of Central America and the Caribbean. It's called the QRP, Qualified Retired Persons, and almost everyone over the age of 45 qualifies. The QRP saves retirees on income taxes and duties, making the process of bringing personal items, such as vehicles and furniture, into the country completely tax-free.
Hopefully that gives you a little insight into why we're so excited about Belize as a retirement or second home destination, and why the dream of living in paradise is truly a reality here. If you think you can't afford living in this tropical paradise, think again, because later in the program, I'm going to show you how easy it is to purchase property in this incredible community with guaranteed financing.
Regardless of your income or credit, down payments as low as $10,000 and monthly payments as low as $500. Keep it right here.
So here I am on this amazing, gorgeous, beautiful island. I mean, just look around. God, if I wasn't sure before, I'm pretty sold now. I mean, this just sells itself. It's unbelievable. I've been all over the world. I've never seen stuff like this before, just sitting in the water. It's great. So I am just befuddled. I mean, I just got here and I can't wait to spend a day here doing some snorkeling, diving, and just chilling out on the beach. You know, a huge selling point to me is just the access to the island, buying a lot on the property. It's just gorgeous here. I mean, you can't get this in a lot of places. It's fantastic.
Hi, and welcome back to our show. Now that you've learned a little bit more about why we're so excited about the country of Belize for retirement, a second home, or investment,
I'm going to introduce you to what we consider to be the premier real estate project in the entire country. In fact, this project is so special and unique, it won multiple first-place awards at the International Property Awards. I've spent much of my career traveling the world, and I can honestly say that I've never seen a more beautiful and unique project as the Reserve. What makes it so unique, you ask? Well, it starts with its size. The Reserve is a 14,000-acre property. That's nearly 22 square miles. For those who can't comprehend that size, it's the same size as Manhattan Island in New York. Not only is the property enormous, but it has 5 distinct ecosystems within its borders. There are lagoons, savannas, jungles, rivers, and beaches, all within close proximity to each other. I don't think there is anywhere else on Earth with that type of natural diversity in one place. I'm always amazed when I drive around the property that I literally feel like I'm on an African safari one minute, an Amazon jungle cruise the next minute, and a deserted Caribbean beach the next. People that tour the reserve on the Explore Belize tours are always blown away by both the size of the property and the incredible diverse ecosystems that are contained within it.
Another reason why the reserve consistently wins the accolades that it does is its commitment to sustainability and environmental friendliness.
In fact, the project was designed as a wildlife reserve first and a real estate development later. What does that mean? Well, the entire project is literally a 14,000-acre natural reserve with a 5,000-acre real estate development nestled within it. The master plan left almost 9,000 acres of common area, green spaces, parks, and wildlife reserve. I can assure you that no other real estate development project anywhere else on Earth has the luxury of so much open space. This unique structure is possible due to the sheer size of the property, and it offers a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for residents to actually live within a fully functioning nature reserve. The size of the property also enabled the developer to master plan the project with large residential lots. Typically, in the Caribbean, the property is small, thus forcing the developer to cram in as many lots as possible in order to make the project economically feasible. But the lots at the reserve are very large. They range from 1/3 of an acre to over 5 acres, with the majority being over half an acre. This creates incredible privacy and also gives each home an estate feel, even if the house itself is smaller in size. At the reserve, nature and conservation come first, and the result is nothing short of amazing. Imagine waking up each morning to the natural sound of parrots and toucans in your backyard, picking fresh mangoes and bananas for breakfast, eating lunch while monkeys play in the trees outside your veranda, and watching the sunset over the Caribbean Sea as manatees and dolphins playfully swim by. Sounds amazing, doesn't it?
Well, that's exactly how I spent my day yesterday at the reserve.
If you come on one of the Explore Belize tours,
You can experience it all for yourself. Trust me, it'll blow you away. Honestly, the list of amenities here is too long for me to show you in the short time that we have, but I'll try to highlight a few of the most popular ones.
let's start with the beach club. As you can see, it's set on a beautiful, private stretch of white sand Caribbean beach. It has an amazing glass-tiled freeform pool, farm-to-table organic restaurant, and a bar serving your favorite tropical drinks perched right on the edge of the Caribbean. All of the project amenities, including the beach club, are for the private use of the reserve residents only, so they're never overcrowded. At the southern end of the beach, there are some of the most amazing cabanas I've ever seen, positioned literally a few steps from the Caribbean. If you come on one of the Explore Belize tours, you'll have the pleasure of staying in one of these beachfront cabanas. When they are not in use for touring guests, they are available for residents and their guests, which is another really great benefit of being a resident of the reserve. Another amenity that residents love is the project's private organic farm. That's right, the farm provides owners with an amazing array of tropical plants that can be used for landscaping their properties. But the real benefit that the farm provides to owners is the abundance of organic fruits and vegetables that it produces. In fact, the farm currently produces over 50 different varieties of fruits and vegetables. All of the reserve's restaurants and juice bars are supplied with organic produce from the farm, creating a genuine farm-to-table experience and ensuring that the residents will always be eating and drinking the freshest and healthiest food on Earth.
The organic farm also has a farm stand that provides residents with the same quality produce that's served in the restaurants for cooking at home.
Health and wellness is one of the cornerstones of the reserve and is treated with the utmost of importance here. At the heart of the reserve is the marina and the Marina Village. The marina is a first-class 200-slip deep-water mega-yacht marina, and it is quickly becoming one of the premier cruising ports in all of the Caribbean. The marina provides residents with access to fishing, diving, and island hopping charters, making trips to the Barrier Reef and offshore keys very convenient. The Marina Village contains an amazing waterfront bar and restaurant, coffee shop, juice bar, and gelato shop. There is also a small grocery store and plans for a microbrewery, taco stand, and a yacht club. The marina also provides residents with the freshest fish and seafood found anywhere on Earth, as local fishermen often bring their daily catch to the marina to sell to the residents.
Sound enticing? Well, again, that's exactly what I did yesterday at the reserve.
As Chef made me his famous Mayan surf and turf, it simply can't be beat. Now, while the reserve's mainland amenities are amazing, the crown jewel of the community and what makes it truly like none other on Earth is the private island. Located approximately half an hour offshore from the marina is the Reserve Key. It's a privately owned 5-acre parcel of paradise filled with towering palm trees and surrounded by white sand beaches and the most incredibly blue water I've ever seen.
Look around. We're shooting at the Key right now, and I can't even begin to explain how truly beautiful it is out here. Honestly, pictures and videos don't even come close to doing it justice.
The Reserve Key is another private amenity, meaning that only residents are allowed on it. This, once again, keeps it extremely pristine and private, and you'll rarely find more than a handful of residents out here on any given day. The Key includes private overwater massage palapas and overwater hammocks and swings for those who want to simply spend their day relaxing with a massage or a good book. If your ideal day is spent with a drink in your hand and your toes in the sand, well, the Key has its own tiki bar and a Belizean barbecue. Whether residents come to the reserve to simply relax, have a drink, or spend the day in the water, there is truly something for everyone out here. I can assure you, a day out here is worth the trip to Belize in itself. As many who have visited in the past have said that this was one of the best days of their life.
If horseback riding is your passion, then there's simply no place like the reserve. We've got a bunch of beautiful horses that are ready to be saddled up. We've got Jermaine and Michael right here waiting for you to come and enjoy all 5 ecosystems on horseback. It's the best way to get around. When we come back, I'll be closing the show with some information on different types of homes at the reserve, and I'll show you how amazingly easy it is to make this dream a reality.
Well, I've always loved just even the sound of Belize has always intrigued me. I've never been here. It really is too good to be true, but it is true. And I will tell you, I did a ton of research. I asked a lot of questions of people while I was here, of the owners, of the staff, a lot of research before I came. And I knew that I needed to come and see it for myself. Well, I didn't know this, but what happened is I needed to come and feel it for myself. And it is true. I feel fantastic about it. Really, my favorite part was yesterday when we went around and saw everything. And when I got to see my lot, that was my favorite part of the tour, because I picked out a lot that turned out to be the exact perfect lot for me. And when I saw it, I was just filled with joy, and I knew I had to have it. So
from second one when we got there, to me it was a very extremely professional experience. Everyone was polite. What can we do for you? How can we help you? What else do you need? And the next day we went on tours and we drove around the property and we met other homeowners and we saw how the development was progressing, and everything is done. So
it's very high end.
It is high end.
You can tell there's a lot of forethought. So it's been a beautiful experience, literally.
Yep.
We get in that plane, we come this way, and all four of us is like we're going home.
Yeah, we don't say that when we leave. We say we're leaving, but when we're coming here, we say we're going home.
It's worth your time to just come down here and see it with your own eyes. I really sincerely just want to tell people you just need to come and see it for yourself. And maybe it'll be for you, maybe it won't, but I think there's a very high likelihood you're going to be very glad you came.
Hi and welcome back. I hope by now you too share our excitement about Belize and see why we believe that it is like no other place on earth. As we close the program, I want to show you some examples of the homes that have been built at the reserve and point out some of the quality of construction.
The style of homes here range from modern tropical, as you see here, to Caribbean, to a very unique bamboo style, which is built entirely out of bamboo and which has become a favorite of many residents. All of the residences here are built of the highest quality with top-of-the-line fixtures and appliances. They are also built to Miami-Dade hurricane standard, which is something that I've rarely found in locations outside the U.S. The houses found throughout the reserve are unique, well-built, and extremely beautiful.
Now, I know many of you are thinking that while all of this sounds great, I likely can't afford it. Well, I can assure you that is not the case, as another thing that makes the reserve so unique and incredible is that the developer owns the property free and clear of all debt.
This allows them to offer in-house financing to anyone who wants to buy property here.
Believe it or not, they'll provide you with financing even if you have bad or no credit, and they offer it with low down payments, low monthly payments, and very low interest rates.
In fact, they provided financing with down payments as low as $10,000, monthly payments as low as $500, and interest rates as low as 2.9%. Again, regardless of your income or credit history. Plus, the property laws in Belize allow Americans to own the property with fee simple title, with the same ownership rights as Belizeans. This is very important, and it is not the case in many other foreign countries. It's truly an amazing place to own property, and the developer's unique financing program truly allows almost everyone to make the dream of living in paradise a reality. Finally, I'd like to touch on another very important factor when deciding to purchase property, the ROI, or return on investment. Let's face the facts. Everyone wants to make a smart investment decision, and that certainly holds true with property purchases as well. It would be difficult to find a better investment opportunity than buying in Belize, and at the reserve in particular. And here's why. First, Belize is being considered by many real estate experts as the new hot spot in the Caribbean. Many are comparing it to Hawaii in the 60s, Bahamas in the 70s and 80s, and Costa Rica in the 90s. And we all know what happened to the property values in those destinations over time. Those who were smart enough to buy property in those places early on are now millionaires many times over. Belize is a very short flight from the U.S., English-speaking, incredibly beautiful, and still remains somewhat unknown, creating an investment opportunity similar to the other places I mentioned. However, all of that is rapidly changing. Tourist visits to Belize set another record in 2017, and celebrities such as Leonardo DiCaprio, Francis Ford Coppola have real estate and hotel projects here, bringing a great deal of attention to the country. As more people are discovering Belize, more want to retire and invest here. That increase in demand continues to drive the real estate market higher. In fact, the Belize market has seen an annual increase of over 10% year after year for the past decade, and that trend is expected to continue or increase according to most experts. Even more incredibly, property values at the reserve have increased a whopping 400% since the project was launched, and that trend is also expected to continue or increase.
In addition to the many reasons I mentioned earlier in the show, one of the main reasons why we believe that properties at the reserve present an incredible investment opportunity is the marina.
The marina just recently opened to the public, and mega yachts are starting to discover it. Mega yachts bring mega owners with mega money. As more yacht owners come to the reserve and discover its uniqueness and beauty, many of them will want to own property here. We strongly believe that the deep-pocketed yachting crowd will soon discover the reserve, and their buying power will drive the real estate values to even higher levels. I strongly encourage all viewers to take advantage of the opportunity in Belize, and at the reserve in particular, by visiting our website at explorebelize.com, while prices are still at affordable levels.
Well, that concludes our show. I thank you for spending the time with me, and I sincerely hope that you found it both entertaining and informative.
Again, I encourage you to visit explorebelize.com to learn more about the opportunities in this incredible country, or to book an Explore Belize tour. If you have specific questions and want to speak to someone, the friendly and informative representatives at Explore Belize are standing by to assist you in making the dream of living, retiring, or investing in paradise a reality. Thank you again, and I look forward to the possibility of meeting you in Belize in the near future.